Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Cryptic Commander Intermission. Today we have with us Mike Russell, also known as Uncle Russ, my buddy and awesome streamer. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How's it going today, Matt?
Pretty good. Been working on a couple of videos for the YouTube. Doing this with you right now is really awesome. It's great to have you here, man.
Oh, it's great to join out. I was definitely wanted to make sure that I got this in.
Yeah. So today there's gonna be a couple things going on. So this episode, I went through this with you a little bit, but it's gonna be a podcast episode and an episode on YouTube. So the people are gonna be able to listen to me and you talk about questions and stuff in Magic, as well as on YouTube. Will be able to watch us play Arena, right? I think it's a cool duet right
It's
there.
pretty cool.
I don't know if that's the correct term, duet, but oh well. And sadly, John isn't going to be joining us today. He's working on some other stuff, so I'm taking over, and we're going to get her done. All right.
So it really is a duet.
Yeah, it really is.
Hey yo.
Hey,
All right.
Okay, so what do you want to play first? You want to play some historic?
Yeah, let's do some historic. You want to do best of one, best of three?
Either one. Which one do you want to do?
We'll do best of three. That way we can talk through it.
Okay, sweet. Okay, I challenged the. So first question to you is, when did you start Magic, and what was your driving force to continue playing Magic?
So the funniest thing is I started playing Magic in probably like a lot of people in middle school.
Mhm.
So no, I'm sorry. I was a freshman in high school
Okay.
because I was 13 years old, and as an old man, that 1991. So I might have even been a sophomore because they started playing it at lunch.
Okay.
And I believe it was I first saw the beta, which would have been, I think, the white borders. But I'm like, oh, this is cool. So I started playing. Like, for my parents, it was just another, oh, Michael's got another Cabbage Patch or Garbage Pail Kid card thing, or baseball card, football card thing. So, whatevs. So they started like getting me the packs. They did kind of notice that the packs were a little bit more expensive. And then from there, that was my first drug habit. I literally, when I was 15, got a job, and I remember saving my money and going to Comic Mania, which is still open. Actually, the guy Bill who owned Comic Mania just turned it over to his daughter.
Okay.
So like it's really cool. But Comic Mania, I remember buying a Mox Opal for $150. I saved my money up for.
Really? Wow.
I was stoked. So stoked. And then like 2 years later, when I was in college, I sold all of my Magic cards for like $60 just so I could get some food because we were starving students. So, whoops.
Yeah, so just a reminder for all the parents out there, if you don't want your kids to have a bad drug habit, make them play Magic, because then they won't have money for anything else.
This is true. Like the kids can't buy the marijuana if they're too busy playing Magic.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I guess what kind of ties into the first question is, what do you love most about Magic? What's your favorite thing? What keeps you playing day after day after day?
I am one of those people that have a tendency to be hyper competitive.
Yeah.
So as a result, like actually but at the same time, I like, I'm pretty social. So I like the social aspect, especially when you start like joining like some of the other Discord servers and like getting to play some of the tournament games with people on stream. So, we're happily talking shit back and forth and like, having fun, making fun of everybody's shrine decks and crab decks, stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it ties right back into it, and it ends up just at the end of the day. But at the same time, I love ladder climbing like crazy. I'm like it goes back to like the Chappelle Show character. You got any of that crack? Tyrone Biggins. You got any of that magic cards?
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember
So,
that.
and like to this day, my wife, like she literally just hit me up and she's like, what's this Zola? I'm like, oh fuck. I forgot that I had promised her I would only buy gems once a month. And I did it twice because I forgot I bought it the first time.
Yeah.
And injuries are fun. So I'm like, yeah, whoops. But it's every time I make Mythic, it's wonderful.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I've made it to Mythic a couple times. I really haven't had a whole lot of time to play Arena as of the past, few months. I mean, you'd think that these last few months I would have had the most time in my entire life, but as you know, Michael, starting up my own businesses, you and I have been working together even. Um, I'm
Oh
busy
man,
like
the
crazy.
hustle is real. Yeah. And
I think I'm just
I
gonna
gotta tell you.
concede because I don't know what happened, but I was only drawing lands. I mean, I had to mulligan down to 5 too. That sucked big time. But stuff happens. Uh,
Yeah, it's I hate getting flooded. It's one of the great things about Arena is they actually have a tool that allows you to check your I forget what it's called.
Mana curve.
Yeah, mana curve. It actually will give you a like a breakdown, bar graph breakdown of your mana curve. So you can fine tweak it as you need to.
Yeah. And today is also my first time playing historic, and I did homebrew this deck, so don't judge too hard.
There's no judgment. This is literally one of two decks that put me in a backpack and carried my ass to Mythic. The first deck is I have a red, it's a mono red or mono red aggro deck based off of Chandra that I found the list, but I didn't like it. So I just kept tinkering with it until I was happy. And then that's how I came up with it. That was actually the first deck that I made Mythic. So I was so stoked I actually turned around and bought the deck in cardboard.
See, I have no idea what the heck is going on right now with my deck. Because, I mean, look at all the crap I'm drawing. Like, if I could get one creature, this would be really good.
Hang on. Let me finish stomping a mud hole in you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I mean that with all the affection I can muster.
Thanks. And so, you're a streamer. When did you start?
I am. So I just looked this up a little bit ago. I started streaming almost exactly a year ago.
Oh, wow.
We started streaming D&D as just kind of funsies, just because we had nothing really better to do. Like I'm like, yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's see what happens. And we ended up just really started having fun with it. And I'll be damned if people didn't start like paying attention. So we kind of I kind of started growing with it. And then the only issue that I ran into was COVID, which you would think, yeah, but everybody's home. So doesn't that help you? Yes, including my college age daughter who was on Zoom meetings her entire life. And as a result, couldn't killed my bandwidth.
Oh,
So for like 6 months, I didn't stream, and it just completely killed my momentum.
dang.
So we just started getting back into it, and we're still having fun. Things are starting to grow, and I've learned a little bit about networking, and
And you're kicking my butt right now, so.
yeah. But to be fair, like I said, this is literally like a deck that I've been tweaking for months.
And I built it in like built this one in like 5 minutes today.
Right. So
Uh,
don't feel bad.
I'm trying not to, but my deck was doing so well earlier. I'm just getting really crap draws now.
Well, see, like I dig what it's based on. Like I see what it's based around, basically life gain and then you grow your tokens. Because I have
Yeah,
a deck that's like very, very similar to this.
saying to hell with it. I'm just gonna go all the way in, be ready to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing a white
Here's the
weakness
fun
deck.
part. Once you pull out Marthra, so you killed it, you zotted me for 2. Hey, he's back.
That's
So
so
then
gross.
this is where shit gets really gross. Watch
Yeah,
this. I'm just gonna show off.
yeah. Show off.
This is
Show everybody
this
here
is no
how bad this is.
disrespect. This is no disrespect. I'm doing this just to show how fun it can be. So you sacrifice 1, kill that guy, boom. You lose a life, I gain a life. And then, hey, look at that. I'm at 27 mana. Activate ability. There's a 4/4 angel.
Jesus H Christ. Oh man.
Turn around. Sacrifice that. That does 2 damage. So that'll do 2 damage plus another 1 for the bastion. I scry. Hey, look, it's back, so I get to sacrifice it again because I'm a jerk. Does
Okay.
another 3 damage.
And for the people who don't immediately recognize you, I want you to go ahead and like plug yourself, plug away, advertise all you want, so we can get the people who are watching this and listening to us to go over and watch and listen to you.
All right, I really appreciate that. So my name's Uncle Russ. That's twitch.tv /uncle_Russ because they won't let you put a space.
That's true.
I am a variety streamer that I do D&D, Magic the Gathering. Also do I've started streaming Crusader Kings 3, and I have some other fun stuff in the pipe for voice acting.
Okay, awesome. All right, you want to play some Brawl?
Do I have a brawl deck? Hang on.
Oh,
If
no,
I have
I
a
can
brawl
play whatever
deck,
you want.
absolutely.
Okay.
All right, we'll do BO1.
I pressed the wrong challenge.
That's okay. We can do best of 1. You
No,
got something
because I did
spicy?
60 deck type Brawl. There we go.
All right, let's try.
Yeah, and so this product of the week is something that Uncle Russ and I have actually been working on together. And as many of you are starting to get familiar with our 3D printed deck boxes. We haven't really sold any yet, but we keep advertising them and keep saying, "Hey, we're about to have this." So you know, the 3D printed deck boxes, like, what is the process? Because Uncle Russ does like 99% of the work. I'm just here telling him what to do, right? What is the process? What do you do? What do you have to do to create this?
So what I did with the deck boxes is there was a design that that you had sent me that we tried out initially, and a couple of problems that it was like ridiculously flimsy.
Yep.
Because when I test them, like I make one and then I forgot to accept the play. Hang on, you might have to send me the request again.
Okay.
Sorry.
I can go ahead and cancel and send it again.
Yep.
Technical difficulty.
But so I took the box and then we kind of went through a couple iterations. I did what's called the drop test, where I literally put 100 cards in the box, took it into my kitchen, put it at shoulder height and dropped it. Because how many of us drop stuff all the time? So I figured I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9", so if I drop it like from almost 6 foot, if it could survive a 6 foot drop, I figure we're doing okay. So that is oh, I don't think I have a brawl deck.
Do you not have a Brawl deck?
I do not have a brawl deck.
Shame on
I
you.
suck.
Yes, you do.
We'll do best of 1. We'll do best of 1 historic.
Best of 1 historic. Okay.
Yeah, I'll introduce you to an old friend of mine.
Oh boy. Oh boy. See, I was excited to play Brawl because I probably could have won that because I've been tweaking my Brawl deck for months. I was excited to actually be able to win something against you, Uncle Russ, and you had to ruin my hopes and dreams.
Well, that's okay. I'm purely a mediocre player, so
You're not a video. What?
I am. Let's see. Yeah, challenge match, best of one, awesome. Accept.
Okay, let me get my weenie historic. Or you know what? Let's do something else. I don't know. This is a standard legal deck, so let's see how this goes. I'm gonna play some red deck wins.
Wish you hadn't told me that.
Oh boy. It was for the listeners. We're gonna pretend you didn't hear that.
Sorry.
No, I'm not playing red deck wins. I'm playing white weenies.
Yeah, that's it.
Why is this a terrible?
Well, to be fair, like any tournament you play, and you still have to post your deck list, so it's not
That
like
is true.
it's not like anybody's getting anything over. It's just like it's just always fun to know when what somebody else is playing because you can kind of change your deck based on that. That's what I'm starting to learn about side decking or sideboarding for best of three or best of two best of three, because my sideboarding is garbage.
Okay.
So as a result, I have no choice but to just take a bunch of butt whoopings until I get better at it.
Why did you have to kill my that was unnecessary. You had to dead weight my 0/1 Akum Hellhound?
That's why. Hello.
Oh hi.
Oh hi.
I love Rubber Observer, it's one of my favorite cards.
You know what's funny? So hey guys out there, the deck I was talking about that took me to Mythic that I bought in cardboard, I'm still missing 3 Robber of the Rich. So if you just want to mail them to me, that would be swell. No.
Don't mail him anything. He's going to use them against me.
Alrighty.
In turn.
Stupid Hellhound.
I swear, if you kill my Hellhound,
I'm out of enchantments at the moment.
I'm cool with that. I'm completely and utterly cool with that. Okay. Let's see what happens here.
Landfall. Oh, go for it. Swing for my face. In your face. What you gonna pump it with?
The Rimrock Knight, obviously.
So, if this is your primary attacker, are you rocking any shit? What's the land sacrifice? Sacrifice, bring in a land if it's more than 5 or more than 4. Untap it.
Oh yeah. Wait, what?
I forget what it's called.
The Zendikar Rising.
No, it's not a Zendikar Rising card. It's standard.
Well, Zendikar Rising is standard.
Yeah, it's not a new card. I think it's M21. I think it was in 20 as well. It's a land. I forget the name. Something of the Wild. You sacrifice it and you pull a basic land from your deck. And if you have 4 or more...
Fabled Passage.
Fabled Passage, yeah. Fabled Passage would be good for this.
Yeah, I don't know if... I think I have 2 in here. Because I've been working on the RDW. This is my second iteration of it. So it's still a work in progress. But I'll get there eventually.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, and so, banned and restricted today. Omnath finally got banned. How do you feel?
Woo! I'm sorry. Were you about to ask how I felt?
Yeah, that's exactly what I asked.
Oh my goodness. I hated that card. Omnath and Lotus Cobra single-handedly chased me out of standard.
Really?
Completely and totally. Like it was so unfun that I went back to historic. just because like there's just no competition. Like they're killing you round 3, round 4, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like I started brewing hate decks where I'm just like coming up with ideas specifically how to beat Omnath and Ugin. Oh, cool! You got the Dave Grohl card.
Yeah, no, yeah, the Kargan Intimidator is great.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic, but it totes looks like Dave Grohl also. Like if you look at it,
Gosh dang it! Really, you had to dead weight that?
yeah, that's what I do. It's not a it's I'm just a one trick pony, but it's a really good trick.
Dead weight is a really good card. See, and I thought this was a much more even match, and now you're starting, get all your creatures out.
That's where I used to think that this was actually a aggro deck, and I'm starting to learn patience and making it more of a mid-range deck.
Now I got a 4/5 out. What you gonna do about that?
Is that a challenge?
It is a challenge.
All right. Are you ready to cry?
Yes. I'm always prepared to cry.
All right. GG.
I'm crying on the inside.
Okay, that's not
Wait,
GG.
I'm at 1. I'm at 1. Oh, this doesn't have haste. It's not equipped. I believe in the power of 1 health.
Oh yeah. I believe in the heart of the cards every single time. Case in point.
Oh, really?
Hello, my friend.
Archfiend's Vessel is one of my least favorite cards to play against. Just because, I mean, who doesn't block a 1/1? But at the same time, you're just gonna bring it back the next turn, and it's gonna be this big old flying boy.
Oh yeah. Or you sack it.
That's true.
That's why they're great for rack sack decks too. Like it would make me really sad if you had an Embercleave right now, though.
No, I'm gonna take control of your Archfiend's Vessel until end of turn.
No, you're not.
Dang it! You just sacked it and drew 2 cards.
Yeah.
I will ping you for 1 with my Fireblade Charger.
All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna pay the 2 life. Pull that out. That's what she said. Call the Death Dweller, and we're just gonna end this farce. Corpse Knight, Archfiend Vessel. Death Touch counter on the Corpse Knight, Menace counter on the Corpse Knight. I get the 1 death. Boom, GG.
I am the big dead. My favorite deck I've ever made was actually very, very similar. Well, not my favorite deck I've ever made. My favorite deck I've ever made in Arena is very similar to that, but it was completely all vampires, and I had Soren.
Nice.
Just +1/+1 counter and gaining life every turn with Soren was fantastic. And then you could just drop the big boys down on turn 3 with Soren, and it was really fun to play. Well, for me, not for my opponents.
Yeah, it's at a certain point, like you should see I have a best of 3 deck where it's mono green, but there's 2 different strategies. One involves Scoot Swarm. So
Scoot.
But the great part about it is if I play Scoot Swarm on the first hand, then I take it out for the second hand and go and shift gears and make it a 1/1 pumpable, like make it a 1/1 pump game.
Huh. Here, I'm gonna try another deck. I don't know how many decks I have.
All right.
Those people out there can tell I don't play that often. Hey, you know what? Let's go. I don't know. Let's do this.
I'm going to pre-announce. I'm going with Rain Fire, mono red aggro.
I'm gonna surprise you. You're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be like, why would you play this? And I'm gonna say, why not?
It looks like you're playing my same deck.
I'm not playing your
In which case, I fully support that. Oh no, you're not. I actually just looked over. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, I'm such a dick. I don't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I'm really trying hard not to snipe you. I actually have like my eye closed at a certain point. Free monitors is a blessing. Thank goodness that my boss is goodly enough to. Oh, is this some Zenith Flare jank?
What? What's that? I don't know what you're talking about.
Because now I've just dialed in on what you're doing. That is the one good advantage to playing a ton of games against people that are a lot better than I am, is you start to get a really good pattern for what they're doing.
Yeah, no, that's see my best formats are EDH and Legacy. Playing Legacy, somebody can play their first card, and it's like automatically, oh man, you killed it. I can automatically be like, I know what they're playing. Like they'll put down like an island and then play Delver, and I mean it's just obvious that it's Delver. Everybody knows that it's Delver. For those of you who don't know Legacy, I'm not going to explain it. It would take me like multiple years to explain it, but Delver is just a good card.
Here's one. Here's a combo that I bet you've never heard of, and I'm going to make everybody look this up. You ready?
Sure.
Maze of Ith and Ley Druid.
I don't think I have actually.
It's like legit like 1996. I think it was Antiquities. So Maze of Ith was a land.
Yeah, well, I know Maze of Ith.
Okay. So Ley Druid. So Maze of Ith untapped a target creature.
Okay.
And Ley Druid, I don't remember if it was untap a target creature and gain 1 life, or if the Ley Druid was untap a target land and gain 1 life. But essentially, you just keep tapping and untapping them until your opponent quits.
That's gross.
I believe it actually ended up getting banned. Like I think it was one of the first combos that got banned because it was so disgusting.
That's funny. See, I love creating tokens. It's one of my favorite things to do because then you just get a bunch of blockers and you don't have to worry too much about doing anything.
Yeah, you're usually right.
Usually, yeah. Usually I'm right. Oh yeah, Chandra's Pyroling, kind of gross. Wait, does it also have double strike?
Yes.
Wait. Oh, it gets +1 Noah and gains double?
Yes.
I don't know how I've never seen that before.
So in this deck, there's also 4 Cavalcade of Calamity, specifically for that reason. There's 4 Cavalcade of Calamity and 4 Chandra Spitfire as well.
Okay.
And then see when the creatures die, Anax
makes
a satyr.
Yep.
So it's real easy to just token, finally get the Cavalcade of Calamity where it's 1 direct damage for every 1/1 creature that attacks, and then you attack with the Pyroling.
Yeah, no, I love Cavalcade.
And like shit gets real.
Heck yeah, it does.
All right. I think I'm in trouble. I know I'm in trouble.
That's a lot of spitters. Not even gonna lie. Do you spits or swallow?
Well, let's just say I'm not even going there. I was going to make a joke at Mrs. Russ's expense, but I'm pretty sure she can hear me, and I would not want to see. I don't want the viewers to see a mad Italian woman kill me on screen. Like that would not be good.
I mean, that might get me some views, though.
Like all those. Like legit, you would go viral. But
I
like,
know.
because she's one of those people that like she watches the Investigation Discovery, like all the true crime.
Okay.
So as a result, all right, we got this.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna give him the 4-3 with double strike. I have a 2-1 unblockable, an 8-3 that if you kill, I get a butt ton of Satyr tokens and 2 Scorch Spitters that are probably gonna die.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill the Scorch Spitters. I hate Scorch Spitters.
That's fair. Like, I feel you.
But what? Okay, so I blocked that. Definitely need to block that.
And the 10 Street Dodger, because I put the one, I bumped
Yeah,
it,
I
he
can't
can
block
only be
that.
blocked by Creature Defender.
Yeah, and none of my creatures have defenders, so I can't really block that.
That's the idea. And then I'm about to trade the Scorch Spitters for a couple 1/1 tokens.
So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 damage total. I can take it up the butt. That came out really bad. I'm gonna never say that again.
Yeah, I would advise you to, yeah. Go with, that's okay. So, you know, it's like that, what was that episode of South Park where they had Butters do the YouTube video? What? In the butt?
Okay, so I don't. I've never like listened to you do the Twitch streams. Do you do these voices all the time? Because they're hilarious.
Oh yeah, you should definitely hang out during D&D. I do I voice all the NPCs. I also have a Dracula stream that I'm doing where I'm reading, literally reading Dracula because it's in the public domain. So I'm reading it, but I'm voice acting all of the characters.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Oh god, another. But good news for me, I can make more tokens and gain more
Yeah,
life.
I'm a little in trouble.
I just like to gain the lifers.
Yeah. Nope. Not going to risk him. Not yet. So in this deck, there's also 3 Torabans, 4 Chandra Acolyte of Flame, and the aforementioned Cavalcade of Calamities, and 2 Embercleaves, any of which I'm waiting to show up.
Embercleaves are gross.
And they should be here any minute now. Hang on, how many cards do I have? How many cards have I played? Yeah, they should be here any minute now. Oh, that's unfortunate. Owie. In the face! In the face! I'm gonna lose this one.
Probably.
Yeah, and some nights when I get extra sweaty when I'm doing ladder climbing, I'll put on like 90s hip hop and just like dance in my chair and like sing along. Hey man, you haven't lived till you've seen a tubby white guy sing gangster rap.
Fair enough.
And
Fair enough.
cautiously censoring himself.
Cautiously.
Hey, you
Oh
know.
no, I'm scared. You have a card in hand. Is it going to be the Embercleave? I mean, even if it was, I don't think I could die. I'm not my
We're gonna test that
specialty
theory.
is not the maths. So we'll see.
Hey, I just told you I went to a bunch of art schools, bro. Like math is not my strong suit.
I mean,
It
I
helps.
did pretty
D&D
well in
helps with math
statistics.
though. D&D does help with math.
That's true. See, I sort of got into D&D later last year and earlier this year, but then I basically became the babysitter because there's all the like older adult groups in the LGS, and then there's the kid group, and they're like, Matt, you're the closest in age, but you're still an adult. You're the one in charge of that group. And I was like, this is kind of turning me away because I wanted to play. I didn't really want to babysit.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know, we always have guest spots open. I'm more than happy to have you come join us for a game or two. See how you like it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
6262. Let's see if I do this right.
I'm kind of scared.
All right. This one goes to the graveyard. Hey, that worked.
But are you ready for this? I'm flaring you.
I'm hating it. Hang on, I gotta call the idiot. Mel, come get a cookie. Come on, come get a cookie. Come see Daddy and get a cookie. There you come. That's a good girl, chucklehead. Luna, come get a cookie.
And the chubby white man.
This is what people get high quality on my stream, man. It's actually one of the rewards is to actually have me give the dogs cookies on stream while I'm streaming. Here you go, puppy.
He doesn't know.
No, come get a cookie.
Narrating this.
No, come get a cookie. Ready? You want to catch it? Want to catch it? Okay, ready? Catch. Good catch, though. Good girl. Hi, Val. All right, no more cookies. Good come, though. Now stop being a chucklehead. Leave the squirrels alone. They'll go away. It's almost summertime or wintertime. They'll go away. I promise. Okay, give me a kiss. I love you. Now go lay down.
Okay, so if you come and watch this, you'll see that I was narrating that whole time what you were doing, just so you know. So I think that's going to do it for us today. It was really fun playing with you.
Definitely. And I'll, definitely like to play some more, especially if you want to work on some stuff that you're brewing. I always like to work on, because I'm not as good at it, so I like to get better at tweaking things.
Yeah, no, brewing is super fun. Not in any way is net decking bad. Just want to make that clear, because every time I have to make that clear to people, that net decking is not bad. Home brewing does not make you a god. Please, for the love of God, do not bring up net decking versus home brewing after this video. Thank you.
Wait, hang on. I can even add to that.
Okay,
I do both. I do both. I actually net deck and use that as the bones of my deck, and then I tweak it, because what people don't realize when they try a net deck is you can get the best deck out there and still get your butt kicked by a better player.
Yeah, you have to be able to understand how to play the deck.
Right.
My recommendation is, if you don't have enough time to really build your own deck, or if you just want to be smarter and you use the resources of the internet, just in general. I mean, it's whatever. Do what you want. But my recommendation, if you are net decking, is to kind of take apart the deck. Spend 10, 15 minutes just taking apart the deck and trying to understand how the different pieces fit together to create that really good deck that a bunch of people use. Just like with Omnath was all the top 20 decks, right? Omnath, 1 through 20. Yeah. Every single deck was Omnath before it got banned. But you could still lose with it every single game if you didn't understand how to play it, right?
Well, and there's the same thing with Temur Adventures. Like before that the Temur Adventures deck, if you look, they were in the top groups. And if I've played them in like stomped a mud hole in them, and then I've played actual good players and conceded after like turn 3. So definitely spend the time, because what ends up happening is you get better. And also, don't think that just because you keep getting beat that you're a bad player. You're just getting better.
Exactly.
Every time you get beat, if you learn something, you get better. That's why actually on my stream I have are you familiar with Key and Peele?
Oh, of course. I love Key and Peele.
Okay, so the substitute teacher, you done messed up, Ron?
Yep.
I actually have that as a sound bite, and every time I lose, I play it. And then I go over what I learned from the match.
Oh, that's sweet.
Or what I did wrong. So that way it keeps me a little accountable to myself.
Yeah.
Just a thought for everybody else. You don't have to do a sound bite, but it'd be a good idea just to, it's okay to lose, just learn from it.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the things that, I was thinking about what Einstein said, and this isn't an exact quote. I'm not like a memory sort of like genius, but one of the things that Einstein had said is that if everything you do is a success, then you can never learn, uh, because you're doing the same thing over and over again that you're good at, right? So you can never learn
Right.
from doing the one thing that you're good at. So you have to be able to fail to learn to get better at different things. It applies to this,
Exactly.
and
It applies to everything, actually.
to everything, literally, yes, especially business. Me and you, Russ.
Absolutely.
Uh,
It's all right.
yeah. So we'll say goodbye to the listeners, the viewers. Uh,
Bye,
say
everybody.
goodbye. Uh, just remember, thank you for watching this. Make sure you guys like, subscribe on the YouTube. You go over to the podcast and you listen to our other podcasts on there, and keep on spell slinging. Bye, y'all.